All right, I am here. Had a bit of a setup issue. I don't know what was going on. I'm trying to have utilize the Streamlab stuff a little bit more than normal, and adding in like the screen in order so I can make sure I give credit to the music and all that good stuff. And which is not I'm not sprinting. I don't know why that was on there. Um, but yeah, so let me go ahead and go to the big one. Let me. Uh oh. Big one. I hope everybody is doing well. I don't think anybody's in the comments. today has been. Today is not my normal stream day because it is um, the holiday coming up, in which I am intending on being with the family for the holiday. So I was like, you know what? I probably have to do it. I did have it initially scheduled for it to be on today on my regular day, but I figured let's do it early. And so I have a different setup because I'm trying to get rid of the air conditioner sound because I've taken down the sound barrier to the air conditioner, and that is because I'm just trying to keep peace in the house and everything. I don't believe it's doing what's being said that it's doing, but I figure hey, let's just keep the peace. I need to change this date. I need to change this on here too. But yeah, so got off a little earlier from work today, and I was like, you know what? Let's just do it for the day that I get off early, and we can do a drinking right early in the day. In which I'm going to start off with just nothing but water, because that's what I'm going to be doing. Uh, so yeah, so I'm Ash. Welcome to Ash Rice Lots, and this is the drinking right, and we're going to be doing some sprinting today. I don't know how long I'm gonna take. I'm gonna be like Chelsea and say we're gonna do guarantees 3, and then we'll see what happens after that. I don't have to pick up the kid from work, so I might be able to continue on, but we'll see. Hello, can't join because I'm at work, but wanted to say hello. Hello. Thank you for coming. I hope you are doing well and work goes smoothly and you don't have any issues. But yes. So let me go to the keys screen. I'm gonna do that. And yeah, it's almost time to get started. I'm gonna put the right time on there. And also, yes, Deja. And also, again, congratulations on making some changes to the channel and all that good stuff. If you're still here, so yeah, congratulations. Hope everything is going smoothly. I see the name change, and all the things. I understand keeping it separate is good, but I feel like it's gonna be hard to keep up with for me if I try to do that because I have a lot of other interests too. So I got a gaming channel. Don't nobody be on there. Well, so a few people be on there, but I'm like such a sporadic gamer. It's not really a game channel, so I don't know why I keep talking about that. Let's go ahead and put the 25 minutes on the clock, and let's get to writing. Happy writing, y'all. Something about you, baby. All right. Oh, we're all good. Let me go. Let me get out of that red. How did that one go for you? Let's do the break screen. I got 142 words. I know there ain't nobody in there. Nobody out here. But I'm taking my little 5-minute break. And probably when I start the next sprint, I am going to go run and get my drink. I'm watered out. I have my shot glass. So it might be a little too early today to be doing that, but I ain't got nowhere else to go. I ain't got to do anything else. I'm pretty much good for the day. I got my timer and everything set for other stuff I had to do, but it's like I have to stay in the house. So I hope all is well. That's a pretty good one. Get that drink. Yep, get that drink. What up, Raph? I thought I had a thing where I can highlight the um highlight the thingy. Oh, I can do it here. I can do stuff. I wonder what that does. No idea. But you can open it up in a different chat, which is pretty cool. You stayed. What? No worries. No worries at all. Hopefully that music is helping you get through your work. So Deja, stay. The need to be productive at work. I haven't been doing anything. Look now. It's the day before, the holiday. So it was very slow at work today. We were like, man, you could have just let us just not even clock in. Like, you just give us the day. But I work, like I said, I work in education. So, like, ain't none of them kids ain't coming up in there. I did get a couple calls, like, just like regular registrar, a couple little questions. And we cleared out, like, some emails that we got at the end of the day yesterday, like, after closing or whatever. But other than that, it was really slow. So it was like, all right, cool. We'll just leave it at that. Very, very nice, though. So, but yeah, I got 127 no, 142. What did I write? 127. 142 on that one, and it was just like a quick reworking on a paragraph. So it wasn't very much going on in that little one. So this is pretty straightforward. Nothing much doing. My thing. Hello all. Yay. Rav. They gave us Friday off, but not today. I wish I got today too. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like we got half a day. But I was like, I'm glad I wasn't the one that had to go into work though, because I mean, going all the way out to Atlanta to work for 4 hours and come back, I mean, I've definitely done that. I did do that like right before the Juneteenth holiday, like the real one, right before. I guess not the real one, because now they'd have been sullied it by making it official, I think. But anyway, now that on Juneteenth they let us out early on that day, and it was like much earlier than, like, the office closed at a certain time, but they're like, yeah, we can go ahead and get y'all out of here. And it's like, well, I couldn't stay home. I do not have a newsletter. I suck at all these things. I said it once I get finished with this draft, when I'm starting to sending it out to the beta readers and editing and all that kind of stuff. That's my next step, is just try to work on it, because I find myself getting bogged down in the details when I'm trying to do these other things. Do the stuff you're supposed to do as a writer, as an author that's trying to self-publish. Honestly, I suck at this. I suck at this so bad. And I know people be like, you can do it, I did it, or, you just have to set some time. I can plan, but I will not do what I'm supposed to do because I'm working through other things, mostly medication. So like I had to plan like these drinking rights and stuff. I had to Thursday is usually when I have it. Make sure I'm not going to be doing anything that's going to interfere with the fact that I want to drink some moonshine. But since the holiday is here tomorrow and I am going to be with the family, I'm sure this is going to be a whole day worth of drinking. So I'm not doing anything. But like I said, so outside of that, I'm either working. had to use a lot of my lucid hours on the medication for work. So I'll be just messing up everything. So I'm bad. But okay, we got another sprint coming through. Let's get started and let's get that music up. And happy working, happy writing, drawing. All right, all right. How did you do? I got a call from my trainer, so I had had to get off for a second. So sorry about that. I am gonna do. Uh oh, look at me making noises. But yes, let's go ahead and highlight this section. So this was 174 for this run. But like I said, I got distracted because I got called by my trainer. I have not been going to my aqua aerobics. I'm going to be honest because I have, work. And I did sign up to go today. And they were calling about some other option that's available for more. It's like our aqua, what is it called? A plus functional fusion. So I'm sure that's going to be painful. That's going to be painful. But yeah, I go to aqua aerobics on Mondays and Wednesdays normally. But Mondays, they change the schedule from 5:30 to 5. But normally I do work on Mondays and Tuesdays. But over the summer, I only have to go. Well, I mean, I work every day. But I only have to actually go into Atlanta on Mondays and Tuesdays. And Monday, there's no way I'm getting back. Unless I get off work early. And that's not, that's not possible too much because it's like the coverage and whatever. Got distracted playing the game, also going through some compliance. Okay, look now, I understand, no worries. But yeah, so I got a few words in. I kind of just want to put it for to even it out. I did get a few words in while I was talking with her trying to clear up my stuff because she get on me. She the business. She don't be playing with none of us. So she said I was on a list for the A plus course that is like the extra course you can get when you're doing. I go to Kennestone Health Place, so it's like the hospital health place where we can go and do aqua aerobics, and I do certainly enjoy it. So she called to check on me. Thank goodness. But I did sign up to go today, so she knew it was coming. She was like, "Hey, what's going on? Why is it that you don't show up?" And it was like, cause life be lifing on Wednesdays, and then on Monday it's like I know I can't make it if I'm into work. But for the summer schedule now, I can go in. Let's see. But hey, look, I understand completely. Like today, I was like, well, I'm going to do the stream early. And that was because I was like, I am going to be writing because we get off a little bit earlier and I can work on it. And then be like, all right, there is something that has been popping up that I said, hey, I need to fix this because I needed the swamp, the magic that's in the swamp for this story. I had another thought about the guardian of the swamp and the things that they are protecting and the connection to other things. So I was like, oh, that is something that I have. Like I've changed it maybe 2 other times. I've changed 1, 2. This is the second time I'm changing it. So it's the third version of what this particular thing in the swamp does. But it fits so much better with all the updates that I had already made with all the other drafts. So this one is the only, right now, I'm going through and fixing a couple of things. Spell of the Bayou right now. That's what I'm working on. The story about the shadow magic wielder, the shadow wielder, and the alligator shifter. Because I can't help it. I gotta have my little alligator. I have my alligator mans in there. I had a shark man's in the last one. In the story that I'm doing for the fantasy, the melanin. What is it called? She called it. It was the melanin magic and melanin anthology for Chelsea. There is another shifter up in there. So I'm trying to initially. For that one, like I spent Sunday just getting it all out because I'm trying to make sure that once it opens up, I don't want it to be. I wait all the way until like the window for submissions is like deadline is hitting. Like I'm trying not to do that. So I did spend Sunday writing it all out in which like. a lot of times with the short stories that I do for anthologies, I wind up changing it later. So I was like, let me get this idea out, work through it, and then go back and fix stuff, and then be like, I don't like this. It'd be like a whole nother story that I wind up doing that turns out to be better. And it never fails. Every time I have to do it, I do an anthology submission. It gets closer to the deadline, and I'm like, I really actually don't like how this is particularly working out. Like, no matter how much fixing I do to it, it's not working. But when I do the other version or the other idea that I was initially thinking about or maybe didn't pick or whatever, then it's like, oh, this one's way better. So, and it happened on the last anthology I just submitted with the title of that one was Fangs and Claws Bring Dew. And that one, when I finally submitted that one, that was the second story idea that I worked on because I chose a different one initially and wrote it all the way out and hated it. Hated it. Let's see. Excited for the anthology. I still haven't finished my story though. Well, yeah, she said that the submission window opens on the 8th. So I'm trying to be prepared that when the 8th comes, I have like a real good idea of what story is going to be, and which we'll find out. I might be making myself out to be a liar because I might really keep this story once I start going through the edits. And that's, like I said, that's what happens. I'll start editing, redrafting, reworking the story in order to make sure I'm not over being super wordy or under not describing enough or something in the story. And then I'm like, I hate this story. I don't know why I even wrote this. And it's like, that's one of my questions that I usually ask whenever I meet a new author or something is like, how do you stay motivated in your story? Or how about, is the other question I usually ask really is, how do you know that this is a story that you should be writing on? Because by the time you get like, whatever the anthology limit is, 5,000 words or whatever in, you're like, maybe do you have to be that far in for you to know that you don't like the story? Or how early do you know that you don't want to write that story? Hope they get a lot of submissions. Me too. I hope so too. That is a great goal to have, is to be like, get many submissions to have a lot of options to pick from. And I do like that they're reading it and telling them what the edits are. And I'm wondering, I didn't ask if the edits are like, hey, you need to edit this or rework this by the time the anthology submission closes, or is it like you're gonna do, because I guess that wouldn't be fair because then everybody else is submitting, so that wouldn't be right. So I'm guessing there must be another deadline for resubmitting once they get through the reading and talking about editing and stuff. Is your fantasy romance or just fantasy? It's romance. I always have relationship stuff in there. Yeah. Okay, so like with the story I'm working on Spell and Bayou right now, with the swamp thing, the connection and how things get like set awry, it's gonna deal with a bad romance. Well, it can't be considered romance because they're not happy or whatever. So it's the reason why it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be someone who allowing self-doubts and stuff to mess them up and then get them in trouble in another relationship. So yeah, I do like to have relationship stuff in mind. I think for me, I let it meander for 1,000 words or so before I know if I want to keep writing it. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes I get super excited and write a whole bunch and then be like, ugh, like way far in. And now, like, and editing. Like, I'm editing, cleaning it up, or maybe it's like, I will say that I know the reason. It's got to be because I find a plot hole, because that's what happened with each one of the anthology submissions that I was working on, where it's like a plot hole where I'm not smart enough to get it out, to figure out what to do. Let's see. Mine would be romance 2, but under romance pen name. Oh, okay, cool. Romance. And do you have like an idea of what your story is going to entail? But getting in revisions. Like when I'm doing the revisions and then I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a plot hole, or like this is something that I like bypassed and said I'll figure it out later type thing. But I put that TK note on there. Be like, TK location, TK timeline, or something like that in order to tell me, hey, you need to edit this, you need to figure this out when you're coming back to do the story. Once I get to that part when I'm doing that stuff, in which I guess it's not really editing, it's more like rewriting it, doing the research that I couldn't think of at the time, but I wanted to get the idea out and everything. Then I can't figure it out. And then it was like, I don't did all of this. I know what's happening, beginning, middle, to end. I done plotted out, did all this stuff, and don't know how nothing is happening, how we get to this part, or how we get out of this part, or something like that. Leave time between writing and reading it back and all of that. I do. That's why I'm trying to work on. That's why I worked on the anthology submission over the weekend. It was like, get it out, and I haven't touched it since. So I got my 5,000 words, and I know there's like a little bit more that I definitely can go in and explain a little bit more, because I know the limit is 7,000 words. But I was like, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Like, it's pretty much done, but it's not done like as in there's some gaps, obviously. But I did that, and I'm like, let me leave it alone. So I did that on Sunday. Ain't gonna touch it. I'm sure I called it cluster. We're way into this string. Clusterfucks. I need to go and fix. I know there's some, and that was just because like a side note that I put on one of them. Oh yeah, that's gonna come out. that's gonna get fixed. That definitely did not stay. That didn't get resolved at the end, but it wasn't something that was gonna hurt the story. So yeah. Black Elven royalty. Okay. That is awesome. Mine is dragons. There's dragons, shifter dragons. So I do have a set of stories that I would like to do on. I'm getting all these notices. I would like to do on a series for dragons when I finish Spell of the Bayou, and I've had that plotted and worked out for books 1 and 2, and in the third one, so a little bit of outline for a while. Like I always, that's usually like my comfort one that I go back to and work on. But I was like, I need to finish something, and I'd rather finish something that, I mean, it has a possibility to have a series and connect to other things, because it does definitely connect to the original comic that I was working on, Voodoo Legends, with some of the magic that's in it, and how it can possibly connect to the characters of that story. And actually two of the characters from that story are showing up in there, so I was like, yeah, it definitely could be a series, but it doesn't have to be. They're all like can stand alone. Like that's like with Spell of the Bayou, it can stand alone, and you can read another thing in the series, and it won't hurt the story, except for like the advancement. I guess the advancement of the enemy could hurt, but some of the enemies are completely separate, so then it's not a problem when it comes down to connecting the comic and Spell of the Bayou. But for the Dragon series, I would like to do like Flowers and Stones, and all of them have code names right now, because I don't know what I'm gonna name them, because I'm terrible at titles. But once I figure that out, then I'll be able to do, let me put that time on here, then I'll be able to do another series once I finish Spell of the Bayou, because I want to publish one. I want to publish it, and I think I'm just like kind of big on having my, not planning, keys, what am I doing? Having my plot cut down. Let's see, like plot like down and ready to go, so that if something needs to be updated or anything, it won't hurt the future the stories that I already have written. So that's my thing. I need to know exactly what the ending is, and I know what it is, but there's a possibility it could be 4 books instead of 3. So I need to start. I need to keep writing. So let's see. Fall in love. Can't have enough dragons. Look now, and I will tell you, I am messy, and I'm not messy like me messy, but I'll definitely be like listening to other messy, and I like how House of the Dragon is like, even though it has political stuff in it, it's not as heavy as um, Game of Thrones or anything. Oh, now you want to finally, the camera finally wants to like move with me and everything. So now you're gonna see all the background. It has not moved with me in so long, but anyway. So once when the House of the Dragon, what is it? Is it House of the Dragons? It's House of Dragons, whatever. When we do House of Dragons, it's messy. It's just messy. Sir Kristen Cole, I can't wait till your incel behind to get took out. I cannot wait. I just go to Transfer Cities. I read a few, but I want more. Yeah, okay. Oh, don't just connect the email of mine. This is just based on the prompt, but I think the world would be cool. Oh, okay. Good. Like I said, I don't really know if I'm gonna complete the connection. Like the names could be connected, or I could just change it from the planned. Because one of the characters is planned to be in Voodoo Legends but hadn't shown up. So I don't know yet with completely that, but I know that it has the opening to be able to do it. So we'll see. But yeah, so let's get back into a sprint. We'll do another 25-minute one. Go ahead and get started. So happy writing. Let me go ahead. Okay, how'd you do? How'd you do on that one? Let's see, how much time we got left? Oh, we're almost pretty much done. We got the three. I think I'm gonna stick to the three, only because I still forgot to get my drink. I was like, wait a minute. I went up there and got some grapes and some cheese and was like, all right, let me get that and go get my drink. And just came and sat back down. So, and yeah, so yeah, that ain't work out like I wanted it to. So now I was drinking even later. I was able to get highlights, 213 words on that. I am going to continue to write some more, but I am going swimming today, so I do have to get ready to go swimming. Initially, I was thank goodness she wound up calling me because I forgot that I signed up to go swimming because I haven't been able to go. So, and I was like, I'm gonna go. So I do have to actually put my clothes on and stuff bathing suit and stuff on for swimming. But what kind of swim? I will ask like we go swimming. We never know if it's gonna be a cold pool or a warm pool. But I have I'm put it on 10 minutes. I have a long sleeve swimsuit. So I do enjoy my long sleeve swimsuit wearing that. But I don't wear the pants that go with the swim. I guess are they knickerbockers? I don't know. Am I showing my age? What are they? They go to your knees? Are those knickerbockers? Are those? Does it have to be like above the ankle, like right at the ankle, for them to be knickerbockers? I don't know what them pants are called. Oh, pretty good for work things. Good. Glad get the music in. Get the work in. Swimming sounds. Thank you. Swimming is awesome. Well, it's not swimming. It's water aerobics. So I'm sorry. I said it. But yeah, so I gotta go water aerobics at the hospital. Well, it's not the hospital. It's like the health place attached to the hospital. They're not really attached, but they're right by each other. So it's the Kennestone health place that I go to, and which I think, pretty much it's got health places all over the place. Seeing the long sleeve swimsuit. Can you show me that? Yeah, it's like it zips up in the front, and so you still got your your cup or whatever up here or whatever, but it zips up to the front. The size you can cinch them. Well, the kind that I have, you can cinch it, and it has the sleeve. I mean, it goes down. Now I did have to get a bigger size because I'm thick, but the sleeves are a little too long, so I need to shorten it because I had to pull it up, and then all that rolled fabric is right here, and then you're wet, so then it's all over the place. But yeah, it's a long sleeve swimsuit, and it came with the swim bottoms. They go all the way down to your knees, and which I know you can get like full bodysuits and all that kind of stuff, but I like the separate pieces. And I have like just some regular swim bottoms, and in which I can't really spend too much money on swimsuits because except the top is staying fine. Like it's the same. It seems like it's the same color as it was. I've had the top for years, but the bottoms I always have to switch out. Now I don't know if the ones that go down to your knees, they're still the same color, but the ones that I have that's just a regular just swim bottom, I guess underwear looking, bloomer looking ones, those are always getting discolored. So I just wait until, and they're cheap though if you really think about it, because I get them from Walmart in the off season, and they sell their separates for like $3. So I just get a few of those, and then for the rest of the year I can wear them. But lately I haven't been switching it out because I like to use those for when I'm doing cosplay and stuff. So, and I'd rather have them still a solid color. Because when all that chlorine they put in there, it just bleaches it. It bleaches the bottoms, but the top stays fine. And the top is a multicolored swimsuit top. So it's like it has a gradient. It's pink. I should take a picture. But the bottom is they just get gray. They just gray. Let's see. But yeah, you definitely can swim in it. I would say there is a bit of drag because the arms are a little too long, and I keep saying I'm gonna cut it off. But every time I think about cutting it off, it's like right now I'm thinking about it because I'm talking about it. But the other times that I really even think about it is when I'm wearing the thing and I'm getting in the pool. So, like, I always forget about it because when I get home, you're gonna need to wash it and dry it, and then I just stick it in my swim bag and don't even think about it anymore until it's time to go swimming again. Do a water aerobics class. I heard this good low impact exercise and I want to try it. Yes, I highly recommend it. I definitely had to I started doing these because of my back issues that arose in 2020, and I just couldn't exercise very much, even though yes, you can do chair exercise and stuff, but I just since I had to have stuff in my back, like it was hard to be in the right, holding your core, being in the right position in order to do the exercises and stuff, and the sliding of your feet on the floor with the little disc of death. All that kind of stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. I need to find something else. So they recommended the health place to go do water aerobics. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then I met G. She's the instructor for 3 of the classes, but one of them is like early in the day. But the other 2 evening ones she has, like the boot camp and what was the other one? I think it's Waterworks. But best classes you can get into. They are awesome. She the bit. I think I really like her because she can control her class, because other ones don't control their class that well. But yeah, I highly recommend it. Yeah, I hope you are able to find one. And then have a good instructor. I hope you're able to find one. And like I say, when family and stuff come up, I'd be like, all right, come on, cool. Y'all y'all use the free pass. Because you get a free pass, per year. Not per year, but like per guest. So you get a free pass. They sign a little waiver, come in there and do their workout. It's like, y'all think this is going to be easy. It ain't easy. Well, at least not with G. Some of the other classes are a little lower impact, but that's the point. They are a little bit, not lower impact, but a little less strenuous. So, but yeah. Let's see. Reading anything good these days? I am currently listening. I was gonna do a tandem reading, but I didn't get the book. Let's see. What am I talking about? It is LaSalle Sandberry's new book, Tender Beast. I was trying to think of what the name is. I'm listening to that, and I've been on and off reading Ambiguous Adventure, which is an older book. Let's see. Who is that by? And that's for Nappy-Headed Jojoba's channel, her book club. And let's see. Who is that by? It's translated from French by Catherine Woods. Chiek Hamidou Kane. So, let me go to the thing. Yeah, so I've been reading that. And it's been interesting. It's the Classics Club, book club with Nappy Headed Jojoba. And so I have been reading more nonfiction through that club. So I've been enjoying that. And when you think of the ending of Tender Beast, I heard 2 people talk about it, but they didn't like the ending. Oh no, really? Let's see, how far am I? I'm exactly 50%. I'm 6 hours and 14 minutes in. So, yeah, really though? Really? I just checked it out from the library, so we'll see. I've been in a fantasy mood though. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely in the fantasy, but it's murder. There's murder. I was laughing at Chelsea Street the other day when she was like, "You need to get over murder first." the moral issues of murder first before you keep on going. Be like, oh, okay. but murder, yes. Let's see. I don't know why I keep on picking up. I'm eating cheese and grapes. No, no, I like the and how they different they are. Love all the book club happenings. I'm terrible at keeping up with it, but I like that they are an option for people. Yes, I really didn't stick to book clubs very much myself. To be honest, I was always like I get there's some books that they were doing like earlier when I was really getting back because I used to read like so much when I was much younger, and which I'm sure a lot of people that's pretty much normal for a lot of people. But once I started like trying to like go about and get with other people who were doing a lot of reading and stuff and getting together and everything, I found that I get angry. I'm a little bit angrier than other people at some of the stuff that folks be writing, and I was so. It was like they would have so many rants and raves about a book, and I'm sitting here like, this character was an idiot. And when I really started stepping out and like okay, I can't. It was a book club at the Foxtail Bookshop over in Woodstock, Georgia, and it was what was the book was. I think they've changed the name of the book. It was called Ten Little Indians, and I know that's absolutely not the best title. uh, let's see. Yeah, ten Little Indians, something like that. Is that the name of the book? But it was that book, and I was sitting here like, I no, it's called right. Okay, so the name has changed to, and then there were none. That's what it was. So that book club that I went to, and was like, these people dumb. Like it was absolutely there was absolutely no sense to some of the decisions that were being made in there, and I was sitting here and like I said, random raving. And so the only thing that I brought up was like, I don't understand how people are being murdered around you and y'all are trying to figure out who the murderer is and y'all are writing in a journal. And someone, mentioned like, hey, if it happened today, then that would mean that they were like, filming it on their phone or something like that. I understand that, like, the need to write down what happened and everything. But they were leaving doors open and stuff, and it was mentioned that they did. Like, I was like, what? Y'all are not even, like, there's a difference between just writing it down and then writing it saying, like, I might not survive this. I need there to be a chance that this information gets to the authorities or whoever. There's a difference between those two things, and it wasn't the latter. it was it was the former. It's like, what are we talking about here? But anyway, so when I was in that book club, I was like, man, I just don't identify. And then they had a rant. I can't remember what the other book was, and I was like, I could barely keep my eyes open with another book, and it was like a spy book. I could tell you what it was because I got it on audio, trying to get past it. Oh yeah, let me go the big one. Okay, I'm going to the big one because we're at. So enjoying Audible. Let me go to my library and look at that one. It was like one of the first books I got. Black Mass by Gerald O'Neill. I was like, man, Or by, I don't know who is by. Who is this by? Title details. Or is that the narrator? Black Mass, Whitley Bugler, the FBI, and a Devil's Deal by Gerald O'Neill and Dick Lear, I think. I did not like it. It was too much. I couldn't do it. I couldn't read it. I couldn't listen to it. I was like, nah. I was messed up. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just ranting on about it. Let's see. Participated in a competition, readathon, and that had me reading around 20 books in June. The most I've read in 1 month in a long time. Look now, that's awesome. Man, I used to remember. I don't know, is it my age? But I remember being in school, and the more books you read, the more pizza you got. The pizza reading thing. I was reading. I was thick and reading. Don't go to most book club meetings because I don't like most of the books selected. I do like buddy reads though. I wish I had someone to buddy read with. Look, hey, let me know if you ever run into anything you would like to buddy read. Let me know and then give me a deadline. I'm bad. I will hold off to the end. Like just let me know when the deadline is so I know that I need to get it done. But yeah, I definitely I don't usually stick to the book club like in-person meetings. Now the one that's for with the Nappy Head Hoba, her channel, the one that she has is great. Like they let we have more say in the pick of the next book because we had to vote on it, you know, the table, and which I know you can do that with the other one, but the book clubs that are at the library and all that kind of stuff, there's a huge book club, so there's a possibility, there's more than likely you're not going to read any book that you're going to be interested in for months, and you so I'm like, I know I've run into that, and that was what happened with the book club that was at the bookstore that we went, because I worked like at the campus that was right down the street from it, so it was real easy for me to just go over there to the book club after work and then go home. And I was like, man, this is not even working. Like every time I offered up a book, and then so, you know, we would get close to it, but it never would get picked. And I'm like, I am tired of y'all. You keep picking these boring books. Keep boring books and then like stupid characters and then me and ranting and raving about it. And in 2020, I know the book that was giving me hives was Children of Bud and Bone. I was like, y'all, you cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. So anyway, yeah, I had to do it. Let's see. I don't think they did pizza parties for reading at my school. It was for other stuff. Okay, but let me find some. What? Okay, buddy read. Yeah, let me know. I will get it. Like right now, we read for the other book. So you got the Classes Book Club, which is the Ambiguous Adventure one, and then you have just the regular book club. And for this one, we read In the Time of Butterflies, and it was by, I can't remember, who was it by? I don't remember. Do I have that on here? But In the Time of Butterflies, I liked it. It's about a revolution, a family of women who were like, bet y'all ain't about to take, everything from me, everything from my family or anything. Julia Alvarez, In the Time of Butterflies. I liked that one, but I don't want to get all in it. There was one particular character I really liked in there, and I think the writer Julia Alvarez was awesome because the voices of, she changed the way it was first person and third person in some areas, and it was because of what the chapter was depending on the character, and then also that helped with the voices of the character being separated. But one of them was really fun. I really liked that one. The other ones, everybody was great, but the voices of the characters throughout the whole story, no matter what, even with the other ones who stayed pretty much third person, still very differentiated. Like you could tell it was a different character. And then I listened to the audiobook, and they chose different readers, different narrators for each one of the chapters. Well, for the characters. So I was like, that was even more. So I was like, yeah, it was even better with the audiobook read of it. So it was awesome. I liked it. It was very well done for, I would say, voice of the character. So, but yeah, uh, let's see. Oh, I've heard of that one. I've heard really great things. Yeah, it was good. I mean, there's a couple trigger warnings in it. There was some that it wasn't on page. It was, well, yeah. So like it does, but luckily it lists all at the beginning and everything. But yeah, there was some stuff. It was wild. It was wild stuff in it, but I liked it. She did a really good job. Um, yeah, I like it. Well, all right, yeah. So it's 4:10. I gotta get ready to get on ahead and go for my not drinking right. I gotta get ready to go to my swimming. So I gotta go do my water aerobics. It's not really swimming. I do swim to get to my spot. And then we can't we gotta get far enough to where like pretty much like our shoulders are under the water and everything, but we do lift it out of there, and we use foam dumbbells and the pool noodles. Sometimes we use fans like for resistance, so you like shut the fan and everything, so it's like a lot. And sometimes you can wear weights for your feet and stuff like that. But that's if you're not doing. Tonight is the boot camp, so it's not nowhere near we're gonna be wearing weights because we're gonna have to do a lot of jumping and stuff. So it was great on my knees though. Don't hurt my knees. But all right, thank you so much for joining me today. And it's super early, and you stuck with me too, Deja. And I do hope you have a great evening. I hope the holiday works well for you. I don't name the holiday for tomorrow, but I'll still take the off day because we deserve it. I hope everybody has a good holiday break, and I'll see y'all next week. I do intend on being back here next week and possibly one extra day, but I ain't gonna. I don't know. But we know Thursday, unless something happens, like if something gotta happen, power or something. But we should be fine. We should be fine. But thank you so much, and I hope you have a great one. Bye.